There's our squirrel cat. He's got a mouse right now. This morning we had to take a rubber boa away from him. I like having them around. The guineas don't seem to bother them either. Or they stay out of their guineas' way, I don't know. But he does have a mouse right now that he's playing with. That's our squirrel cat. Yeah. Oh, you lost it. You have it? Oh yeah, he still has it. I think it's dead though now. It doesn't look like it's really all that alive. There's the guineas, half grown up. We had 7 just the other day, and now we're down to 6, and the ravens have been here just absolutely making all kinds of racket, so I'm pretty sure they probably snagged one. They're still pretty small, but you can see they're getting bigger. Something got Mom, so Mom died, and Dad's been taking care of them for a couple of weeks now. So I don't know. Don't know if it was a neighbor's dog that got it, or maybe a raven could have came in trying to get one of the kids, and she tried to save it. I don't know what happened, but they're hanging out with the guineas that I had bought, because Mom had disappeared and I didn't know she was sitting on a nest. I thought something got her, and I hadn't seen her for quite a while. And then 28 days later, she came out with a whole fistful of keats. But that's what we've wound up with now, is 6 of them left out of the whole batch that she had. It's survival of the fittest, like anything else. But you can see that they're growing up. And you can see in the background how the other ones have started to grow. The Dad's taken off with them. So, you can see, I gotta fix my man. But here's these guys. And there's the guineas that are in there. I don't know if you can get a good look at them or not. The one's got white on the wings. And there looks to be, to me, 2 females and a male in there. And you can see that the Brahmas have gotten quite big. And the mysterious chickens, I'm not sure what they are still yet. They're almost marked like the Brahmas, but they don't have any feathers on their feet. And the Brahmas usually have feathers on their feet. Then we have the other 3 that I got when I hatched out that one lonely duckling. And they're all going to go in that, how big they have gotten. They hide. There's those guys. And here's the guineas. They were out running around earlier chasing grasshoppers. But you can see how these keats have grown a lot. And how Dad's been taking care of them. He's a single parent, so to speak. He was quite upset when the female was killed. Before we found her, he kept putting the babies in the chicken pen, and then he'd run over to see how she was, and then he'd run back to the babies, fly back into the chicken pen to see how they were doing, make sure they were okay, and then a couple would fly out and follow Pop, and he'd bring them back and put them back in the chicken pen. He does put them in at night. He puts them in the chicken pen at night. I think that's what helps keep them safe. But yesterday we had 7, and today we only have 6. So I'm pretty sure a raven, because they've been hanging out here today and making a lot of racket. So I'm pretty sure they probably nagged one. So, but yeah, they've grown up, gotten really big. It was fun watching them chase. I was hoping I could get out here where they were still chasing grasshoppers, but I didn't get out here soon enough with them. And Dad's still very protective of them. My daughter tried to catch one because it was caught on the other side of the chicken pen, and so she was trying to throw it over to where Pop could, get him, and he attacked her. So he's still pretty protective about him. And you can hear that those other three here, now that's a Buff Orpington there, and the other two inside are Americandas. And all these guys are being moved today. These here are going to be put into the big chicken pen, but I'm going to put them in the pen next to them for the day so they get used to each other first. And then I'm going to put the Brahmas in this pen. And then I have 3 baby ducks that were hatched out. I don't know if you remember me showing you those. And I'm going to put them in this pen where the Brahmas are at. Now I'll show you the baby ducks. Now there's those baby ducks that were hatched out, and Mom just up and walked off and left them in the nest. So I brought them in and put them in the house. Now you can see 2 of these ducklings are pretty good size. Now all 3 of them are the same age. They were all hatched out at the same time. But you can see that there's one that's really little. He's not growing very fast, not growing. I don't think he'll ever be a big duck. And I don't have any small ducks. So I don't know where he came from, unless what happened was he might be a inbred duckling, is all I can think of. But this is going to get cleaned up today after we move them out. I'm going to clean this all up here. And the 10 little Muscovy ducklings will come out here with their light. And I'll probably push them up underneath that part of the thing. I actually would like to make this whole thing here a pen for the babies, for the young chickens and the young ducks. That way they would have a larger space to move around. My daughter and I have been talking about making this whole thing here a pen for them, clear out here to where the door is. But I think just that back half there would probably be sufficient. So yeah, those are the ones that were orphaned. I'm pretty sure I made a video of them being orphaned. So the wind's going to start blowing. The peacock is hanging out where he likes to hang out, and as you can tell, he's lost all of his feathers, all of his tail feathers. He's still losing some feathers, some of the wing feathers and what have you, but yeah, he likes to hang out here. It's cool. And he even gets up on the building. The kids call him Batman because he gets up on the building and looks around at everybody. In the spring, he takes off. I've been trying to find some peacocks. I found some baby peacocks, baby pea chicks, but I wasn't able to go and get them. So maybe next year I'll be able to have a little more time, maybe, and hopefully a little more money. We're all in the same boat nowadays. But I did go get some hay. I picked up some hay for the cow and the goats, the two Scottish Highlanders and the Jersey, Angus Holstein, and then all the goats, all the Angora goats. But yeah, alfalfa hay is what I feed. So anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update on everything that's going on. Show you how the babies have all grown. Anyway, please subscribe. Push the bell so you get notified every time I do a video. And make a comment, push the like button, and I'll catch you on the flip side.